And we're live. Welcome back, everyone, to StackedDiceRP. My name is Rashi. I will be the DM for tonight. These are my wonderful players. We have Jesse, Matt, Eric, Austin, Crystal, and Lauren. We're going to be doing a little bit of a recap of what happened last session. Last session, the party got a little bit of information in the bar, the Northlook. Found a figure that they have been told about by a dwarven bounty hunter back in East Haven. Had Cray track him, Arwen following close behind. Learned that there was at least an arm hanging out of one of the caravan. Followed them north towards Targos. On the way, there was an attack by some crag cats. Learned a little bit about those. Spells reflect backwards sometimes. After getting to Targos, spoke to a guard, had some bribery going on. Then we told the guards that there was a body in the caravan. Walked into a place called the Luskan Arms afterwards. In the Luskan Arms, they spoke with the speaker. Didn't go very well. Accused of lying, the speaker became angry and asked the party to leave. In a semi-threatening manner, I'd say.
He threw daggers at us.
Just
Sorry, he threw daggers at Castiel.
Castiel was being a smartass at the end. Just sitting back, no good for you.
I think it was achievement.
After leaving, speaking with Owen, the proprietor of the Luskan Arms, they walked out into the snow. The wind had picked up a little bit. Snow had began to come a little bit harder. A dog runs up to you, wearing a broken harness. That's where we'll dive back in.
Is this
What
dog,
type of dog is it?
is this a big dog or just a normal size
It's
dog?
a pretty big dog.
Okay.
What kind of dog is it?
This would be like a sled dog, so close to a husky.
Okay.
So like Kailani is 5 foot tall. Are we talking like this guy stands up to her shoulders?
On hind legs, could probably reach your face pretty easily.
No.
I know what a fucking husky is.
The dog jumps up on prey, kind of knocks you over into the snow, begins to lick your face and whine.
Get this creature off me!
It likes you, Cray.
It's wet.
Continues his
Is it hurting you?
Good
Are
boy.
you talking to Cray or
So,
Cray? You're a good boy.
It backs off and barks towards you. Wags his tail.
Can I check the harness to see if there's any like stamp of something in the leather, or is there like a name tag?
Does he have
Did he have a
ownership
shot?
papers?
Make an animal handling check.
is he chipped?
Just to see if he's going to run away.
I cast detect
Oh,
chip.
I got +2.
5. You approach, it barks at you and backs up a little bit and just kind of goes down into like a playful position and then whines again, stands back up.
This dog is supposed to be a sled dog, but I don't think this dog is trained very well.
Do we have a ranger who can help with this animal thing?
Let me give it a try.
You have a centaur.
You will
Let me
triple
go.
the thing.
Horses are terrified of dogs.
They heard you.
This is true, Mr. Ed.
So, Arwen, what do you do?
I'm going to do an animal handling, and I'm going to try and coax it towards me. Try to check the harness.
Go for it.
All right.
You hold out a little bit of a ration. Trying to turn down the echo a little bit. Yep. You hand. Well, you're muted.
You're both muted now. There you go.
Hold on.
Good
You
job.
hold out a ration in front of it, and it sniffs, comes towards you, wagging its tail. You see a tag underneath the harness, and it says "boy."
Boy?
When you say that, the dog's tail wags and barks at you.
I know who his owner is.
Boy.
Yep.
Boy. God damn it, Kratos.
I was about to say, is it Kratos?
Dad of War.
With that, it sits there and lets you put like a lead on it, pretty much. But as soon as you put the lead on it, it starts to pull up the street a little bit. It seems like it's trying to take you somewhere.
Well, you're the animal expert. Suppose we do what you think is best.
Guess we're following the dog.
Might as well, I guess.
Dog.
I'm gonna start casting detect magic
Okay.
while we're walking through the city.
Yeah, you don't get really anything not nearby. The dog continues
I
to
cast
like
detect.
whine and bark as it pulls forward. Are you casting something, Xanavar?
I say, if I cast detect thoughts, can I understand what he's thinking in English, or do I think in dog?
Are we burning a spell slot on this right now? Is that what
No. No, this is all ritual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take less than 10 minutes to get where you're going, so your detect magic wouldn't go until then, unless you're using a spell slot.
Oh.
But yeah, he pulls you a couple blocks and leads you to the front door of a modest dwelling. The dog continues to bark and scratch at the door. The door...
dog look is he whining at the door?
Yeah, like whining and barking, scratching at the door.
I knock on the door.
As you open the door, a handsome man in his 30s stands in the doorway and looks down at the dog and... Oh, boy, I'm glad you're home. He looks up and sees you. His smile quickly fades. Did you bring him? Where did you find him? Come inside. And walks back into the house, ushering you guys forward.
So, first question: how handsome is this man?
This is like, if you've ever seen the show Merlin, the King Arthur from Merlin.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
Can't remember the actor's name. It's like Bradley something.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but keep going.
Basic white guy.
Dog boots,
Yeah, but he leads you inside. Do you guys follow?
cautiously.
Okay.
Cray's going first. Before me.
Okay.
Thank you. Just have a seat right there. I'll get some warm cider. You look cold.
Why are we in here?
It is bloody cold outside.
Well, I kind of wanted to ask you something, but give me a moment. He walks into what seems like a small kitchen and starts up a stove. A couple minutes pass. What are you saying?
Nothing. Go ahead.
A couple minutes pass and he comes back with a cup of warm cider for each of you. And as he's handing them out, he begins to talk. I was born in 10 towns, but my husband came from a wealthy family in Neverwinter. Garrett didn't care for life in the city. When I met him, he was working as a guide. He loves the outdoors, and he lives to climb mountains. A few days ago, Garrett was hired by some adventurers to lead them up the slopes of Kelvin's Khan. Garrett's plan was to take the adventurers to Caer Konig, the town at the foot of Kelvin's Khan. After they acquired some climbing gear from the outfitter there, he was to lead them up the mountain. Garrett took 6 dogs and a sled with him. Boy here, he looks down at the dog and pets him, was Garrett's favorite. He raised him from a pup. Boy would never leave Garrett's side unless something terrible happened.
Garrett was hired to take who up the mountain?
A group of adventurers. They were trying to climb to the top looking for something.
Hmm.
And how long? You said?
What did you say, Kalani?
How long ago did Garrett leave?
Oh, it was a couple days ago. 3 to be exact.
What was your first signs of trouble when he went up there? Was there any like ill weather or anything?
I had a bad feeling about the trip all along anyway, but there is a blizzard coming in, it seems. The wind's picked up, but with Boy arriving, obviously something happened. Like I said, Boy would never leave Garrett's side unless there was something terrible.
Is there anyone less reputable with him that would make you uncomfortable?
Not exactly. I didn't really meet the adventurers who hired him. I don't really know.
So you said that the adventurers hired him because they were looking for something. Do you know exactly what they were looking for?
He didn't really tell me much. He just said that he was hired to take some adventures up a mountain.
Typical husband, not giving you all the details.
Absolutely. Does it all the time.
Oh, I guess I've been mishearing it. So this is a woman we're speaking to?
This is a dude. This is Garrett.
Oh, okay. His name's Garrett.
No.
What's
This is Keegan.
Keegan,
is talking about
Keegan.
his husband, Garrett.
okay?
Gotcha.
What's
okay.
the name of the? Okay, Kelvin's Karen. Okay. Fucking horrible name for something.
It's a famous
But,
mountain.
yeah.
Why is this cairn so famous? Like, is it a landmark? Is there something magical about it?
There was a drow that came here a while ago. Used to live up there.
Great fucking Mordor.
You shut up. But
I wrote down Draugr because I have Skyrim on my much.
was this drow significant in any way, shape, or form? Like, was he a wizard or
A
anything?
ranger had a black panther with him sometimes. At least the stories go that way.
I feel like this party is just here to collect all the different types of shit.
Well, it's a lot to ask, but could I persuade you to go up there and see if you could find him or his companion, see what happened to them?
You can try.
I don't have money exactly, but the proprietor of the Luskan Arms is a friend of mine, Owen. I can get you some free rooms at the inn. I'm also a scrimshander by trade and can give you some of my artwork. It's not worth much, I confess, but...
Keegan, darling, you are about About 1 hour too late.
Yeah, so
On
we're
that
not going
offer,
to
I'm
be staying at
afraid.
the Luskin Arms this evening, or any time for that matter.
Do you need some rooms for
do you
the
happen-
the blizzard is coming in.
Do you happen to know a woman, an elf, by the name of Prudence?
I've heard the name before.
You wouldn't have happened to have seen a group traveling with the cauldron, I say, about noon, would you?
No.
Or perhaps Prudence was a part of the adventuring group that hired your husband.
I don't think that would. I think that was one of the names he said.
Why would they have required your husband's help for starters?
Like I said, he's a guide.
No,
He's like a Sherpa.
You know, he wasn't exactly the best guide in the world, but he did a good job usually keeping people safe. He knew his way around the mountains. He loves the mountains.
Do you know why this adventuring group was wanting to go through the mountains?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I said, they were looking for something.
Okay.
Something sounds fishy. Can I do an insight check on him, see if he's
go
lying
for it.
at all?
Doesn't seem to be lying. He seems relatively worried.
Okay.
we're gonna do a group huddle real quick. So what do you guys think?
Yes, you stand over there while we discuss this. Thank you.
I'll go in the kitchen and get some refills. Absolutely.
Thank you.
He goes back into the kitchen and starts heating up the stove again.
I love it. This fucking angel is the most awkward motherfucker.
He is socially awkward for sure. So I'm just gonna throw this out here. The dog might be in on it.
Eat the dog. Okay.
The dog's sitting in the room looking at you, just wagging his tail.
I was like, isn't my dog still like attached?
Yeah, you're still holding the leash right now.
Well, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
Xanavor attempts to awkwardly pet the dog.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh god.
Bite the
Okay.
finger, bite the finger, bite the finger, bite the finger,
Sorry your husband's missing, but we're gonna
bite the finger.
the dog.
He doesn't
Oh,
growl or anything. He backs away for a second and sniffs your hand before letting you.
Okay. I look at Cray. Look, Cray, I'm petting a dog.
hold on. If he gets to
That's
pet the dog,
nice.
I want to pet the dog.
Would you like to try again?
I'm gonna try it.
Go for it.
Oh, we are
What?
gonna try to pet the dog.
What are
You are able to pet the dog.
do you guys want to help this man?
I think it might.
I mean, we do have another thing up in Calvin's cairn.
we've
We
got-
do?
We do? I don't remember.
Wasn't that where the ingots went missing?
In a
No, it's-
tundra on the way to Kelvin's Cairn, yes.
It's on the way.
So, okay, let me just throw this out here that we have, yes, a mission on the way to help this man, and who happens to have a very beautiful husband. I don't mind helping.
Mm,
However, is this leading us toward the cauldron?
We don't know.
maybe the
Don't
man
know.
knows things. Maybe if we save him, maybe he'll help us. I don't think a lot of people in this town are going to help us, seeing as the seer
Fucking zunts.
has pretty much everything locked down. But if we save this man's life, he might know something. He might be able to provide us information, which would be way more valuable than money right now, trying to find this cauldron.
I agree.
And
Greg.
once again, Trey with his wonders.
We don't know that the cauldron still is here. We knew she had relatives here, but maybe they were trying to get just away. So they could be the group that he's leading.
It's possible.
All right, Cass gets down on his knees and looks directly at the dog. Says, "All right, boy, can you show us where to go?"
But,
Barks at you.
Awkward silence while Cass literally waits for the dog to respond back to his question.
And I shake my head yes in hopes that he does the same.
He barks at you. Just keeps panting and barking.
He says,
I'm gonna drink a bottle of stew.
"He says we should go that way." And
What way?
He'll show us the way.
How about before we go?
Let's wait for
some
the guy to
thoughts.
get back. Maybe he knows the way over
See,
there.
the centaur knows what he's talking about.
You don't speak dog.
I speak good boy, though, and he's a good boy.
Tail,
A good boy, bad at
tail
talking.
continues to wag.
Who's your good?
Nas, remind me.
You had a spell that allows
No, my
you to-
word Tragus. Yeah, Tragus. Okay.
You gotta cast a spell. So go to your spells and click on the spell.
Arwen's going to show you up and legit.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
wait.
the way. I learned today.
So you watch as Arwen sits there for a moment and just kind of does, like, if you've ever seen Crocodile Dundee where he does a little finger thing, connects the eyes, and just kind of stares for a second, puts her hand down. What do you say to the dog? Arwen proceeds to start barking at the dog and whimpering a little bit. The dog responds, though, barking back at her.
God damn
But
it.
Arwen, you understand. Yeah, I know the way. I can lead you back there.
You know the way.
Tell me I'm a good boy.
This is the way.
Are you
I am a good boy.
You guys, I love this campaign right now. Fucking dogs. This is the best.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Rabbit.
Oh, so
I don't like the color shame.
Arwen's down barking the dogs.
Wait, is this?
Yeah, it goes on for 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Nas gets to speak as a dog for 10 minutes.
What happened?
Okay, we tell, I guess we tell Keegan, yes, we will,
Hold on,
Ar-
hold on one
Arwen,
second,
Arwen's
yes.
talking to the dog.
what?
Hold on.
Arwen's talking to
Yeah.
the dog.
Oh, still talking to the
Yeah,
dog.
It's going for like 10
Quiet,
minutes.
quiet.
She's kind of quiet because the whole mic situation, but yeah. Yeah, you ask him if he knows what happened to Garrett. Right? Okay. He responds back. Everyone else, Arwen and this dog are just conversing, barking and whimpering, just back and forth at each other.
And Cass is nodding as if he's following along with the conversation.
Absolutely.
Have I seen Arwen talk to animals
Nope.
before?
This is the first time.
Okay. Well, I know I've traveled with her for a little bit, so I didn't
Yeah,
know.
new skill, second level.
Oh, wow.
Well, since
But-
I have the ability to converse with aquatic animals like that, do I recognize kind of what she's doing?
You get the gist of it, but usually they don't talk back. This is response. Like it's holding a conversation. But it does look back to Arwen and start barking, and Arwen, you understand he was attacked by big furry thing. White as snow. No. Bigger than cat.
Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
Okay, that's a bad kid.
Sounds like a yeti.
Yes.
We don't understand her
We're
though.
in the group.
Right, that was out of character.
So,
Many people were in the group. It was there was a really big man. He had like black tattoos, and there was a little girl, and then a red person with horns.
Whoa, that.
you don't know,
Did you see a
don't
black
know this.
person?
Red person with horns.
Now, little girl.
Black tattoos.
Little girl? Or...
Didn't seem like a kid. Didn't seem like a pup.
We have no idea what you're actually saying to this thing. You are just barking.
Yeah, you turn to him for a second and start barking, then realize, and then go back to talking in common. If there's nothing else, just let me know. Okay. And tail wags, and he just kind of like licks you. Gwyn at the same time is outside the window because wasn't exactly let into the house. And is just staring in the window, just watching this dog rub up against Mom, pretty much. After talking to the dog for a couple minutes, Keegan walks back in. So, what did you figure out?
Karen.
Great creature. I've heard stories that there were Yetis up on Kelvin's Cairn. Never seen one, so I don't know.
I think the census is that we will help. I looked at everybody just to confirm, make sure no one has any
I'm fine with helping.
second
Whatever
thoughts.
gets me the hell out of this city.
Question though, you said there was issues with rooming at the inn?
Yes.
Well,
So do you need a place to stay? For the night at least. The blizzard is starting up. You look outside the
Quite
windows
appreciated.
and it's just non-stop torrent of snow. It is windy.
well, yeah. I mean,
I
So
mean-
last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a blizzard.
You mean Monday?
right.
Yeah. So
It's
Last
been a
week.
long week.
you mean we're
It's
looking-
been a long week, okay? Yes, a place would be appreciated. Do you know one?
You could have one of our spare rooms. I'll have to clean it up real quick. We usually keep it for, like, a dog room. We usually have a couple other dogs here, so I'm hoping they're okay as well.
There's a lot of us and a horse. Are we gonna fit in that room?
In the dog.
That's a horse.
The dog room.
Well, he does point out back, we do have a stable, pretty much, that we use for
Oh, good. The horse can stay in the same
the dog sled and all our other things. And then we have a couple beds, of course, I can throw out. Just give me a few moments. He gets to work, and you sit there, fresh glasses of warm cider, and silence. It's just the sound of the wind.
Let's not worry about the accommodations this man has to offer, and why don't we help out Garrett?
We're going to, but we're gonna stay here.
I understand that, but let's not
Shut
worry
eye.
about what room he can get.
Well, we can kill two birds with one stone if we make our way there. And I guess we're putting all our chips on the table when we're assuming the people he was helping had the cauldron.
As I mentioned before,
Give us information.
if Garrett might also have information. We don't have a lot of friendly faces in this city, and we've pissed off the speaker. So staying here probably isn't going to be a very good thing right now. So leaving and helping this guy, he might be able to help us. I mean,
So-
it's a risk, but
If he's in danger, if we, take our rest of the full 8 hours, that's just, there's no guarantee that we'll get to him in time. I'd rather get to him with haste and have an opportunity to save him if possible.
So you guys want to head out now?
are you implying leaving in a blizzard?
We're not leaving now.
Oh.
It's a blizzard.
The blizzard would right blow Cray away.
And I'm not getting
Yeah.
another one. It was hard to come
probably
by.
blow the
So
puppy
there's
away
a blizzard,
too.
like in town right now.
So here's our options. If he is hurt or being attacked by a Yeti, which are ruthless, by the way, well, misunderstood, really. But he's going. If we wait around, there's a good chance that we're not going to find him at all. I understand it's a blizzard out there right now, but can we really sit and wait 8 hours or stay overnight?
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a blizzard.
We will
like,
freeze to
down
death.
We're talking about on the mountaintop. It's
Yeah, well,
We're in the land of no sun and deadly cold and blizzards. Yeah, I don't think we want to be out there.
Cray, since I know you've got a really good survival, go ahead and make me a survival roll.
Yeah.
I'll give you some information depending on what you roll. 13. You know that in a blizzard, you can't hear anything or see anything beyond 30 feet. It's easy to lose people in blizzards. And losing people literally standing right next to you is not a great thing.
That's a death sentence, yeah.
It erases tracks in the snow, so if you veer off course from your group, your tracks are gone quickly.
So what do you all suggest then? What's the plan?
Well,
Rest here for the night and get up early.
once this blizzard's done and we've rested, we'll leave. I don't feel safe in this town with the leader of the town not liking us. I don't think we should stay here anyways. So
With him being a guide anyway, he probably has great survival.
mhm.
What's the word? Experience.
Skills.
Garrett probably has the skills to hold off,
Until
hold off
tomorrow.
as long as possible, and hopefully he'll help arrive. But I do agree that we need to stay and not go in the store. Can I ask Keegan or actually, Zach, let me ask you, are we equipped to traverse a mountain, or is there supplies that we need to get first?
There is a town, he said, right below the mountain where Garrett and the adventurers got supplies.
Yes,
Oh,
he
okay.
did. He also could give you the name of the place, I believe.
Well, I didn't know if, since Keegan is married to Garrett and Garrett does this for a living, if they had supplies in the house that we could use. If Garrett had equipment in the house that we could use as a group and then buy whatever else we need.
Um,
Because there's some of us that are very broke.
yeah.
We bought a house.
Keegan does come back later. You guys know that there is people that you can talk to near the mountain, you would assume. You do have your crampons and snowshoes already, so that will help. I believe most of you have rope, so that is also a good thing, just in case.
Do we need like kittens and things like that?
Yes, and most people have those in their packs starting out. So you just gotta kind of figure out which pack you have. But yeah, Keegan walks back in and lets you know, the rooms are alright. They're ready for you, though. I've got 4 of them. So it might have to double up. I'm not sure. He kind of looks at Zanzicar. I'm not sure I have accommodations for a centaur in the house.
Aww.
He said he had a
I'll stay in the stable with the horse.
You just hear.
Couldn't he just like hang out in the living area? Like we're all sitting in this room drinking cider. Can you just make a party? Like I'll hang out.
I will sleep here.
I can move some furniture out of the way, I guess.
I'll help move.
Sure. Yeah, it's hard for you to move around because there's like chairs and tables and,
It's a
and
house.
fancy
It's a
doilies
house.
and all kinds of stuff like that. Like this is a fancy looking house, very in the know.
I'm going to
Fashionable.
I guess since we're resting here, I'm gonna pass around the a jug of water.
Okay.
I'm gonna perform one of my experiments if I can, Zach.
Yeah, you go back to your room. You and Craig can share one. Like I said, there's 4 rooms, so it means that a couple of you can group up together.
Yo, one of
So-
your fancy rooms.
Do I do Arcana, investigation? What do I do for the alchemical crafting thing?
I'll get back to you on that towards the end of the night.
Okay.
So we'll do that a little later.
Okay.
How is everyone rooming up though? Like who's going in to share a
staying in
room
the
with
living
each
room.
other?
I assume the girls would probably be together.
Yeah, I'd like to come with Arlen and
You know, I'm with Xanavor.
Okay.
I've got a room to myself.
No, you're sharing with the horse.
Okay.
The horse won't endure.
The horse is on the stable. The centaur is in the house.
Oh,
I'm not even part horse.
so like when you lay down,
It's part moose.
you, like,
Yeah,
so
I'm
does
part
like
moose.
your legs like a horse buckle down like halfway first, and you kind of have to like do it in.
He like loafs like a cat, tucks his legs under him.
That's what I was wondering. How do you sleep?
Yeah, we need to have a quick discussion on the anatomy of the centaur.
Oh my god, I have a picture somewhere for this.
If you try to top heavy, try to like lift yourself over, you can get on your side and kind of get that shit up.
He
right?
he has to have like a stool or some type of cushion to lay against or on.
Yeah, always.
It's like leaning over a bench while you sleep.
Like, I really do want to picture this. I think it's important to the storyline.
Hold up, I have a picture of an anatomy of a centaur.
No, I know the anatomy of a centaur.
Don't
We're trying to figure out how you're laying down.
I want to see all of it.
All right. Well, while we're doing that,
It takes me like 3 minutes to lay down. Let's say that.
what tools do you have, Xanavor?
I know I have alchemical tools, not much. I know I have some acid with me.
Okay. You have a little bit of gold still?
Yeah, I still have plenty
Okay.
of gold.
Because I sent you that thing that kind of lets you know like what you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
So it would be roll with that kit.
Bet.
Yeah. So you would roll with your proficiency in alchemist tools, if you have proficiency. Otherwise, it's a D20 plus your intellect.
You would just click Alchemist Tools. It should already have your proficiency and everything.
It's not rolling. I don't know why.
You click on roll 20.
Yeah. Or, no, I'm rolling, clicking on critical roll, but it's not doing anything.
D&D Beyond.
D&D
That's it.
Beyond.
Thank you.
Let me see.
So be intellect.
Just roll an intellect check.
They go through? No.
Mm-mm. There it goes.
There.
Yeah. So just message me like what you're trying to make, and I'll kind of figure out like what kind of experiments you're doing. You can do it through Discord or Messenger. Just keep in mind that Cray is in the room helping. So, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone lays down for the night. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone staying up for any reason, or is everyone just going to sleep through the night?
Sleep.
I said it to you, Zach.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably end up sleeping too, as long as it looks secure.
Yeah, it looks perfectly secure.
Blake should stay on watch. She's the toughest.
I did not have any of that cider, by the way, but yes, I'm sleeping.
Okay, yep. Anyone that drank the cider, it was delicious, and absolutely nothing was wrong with it.
Can't get too sure.
Delicioso.
So, in the middle of the night, Castiel,
Oh boy.
you start seeing this light like behind your eyes while you're sleeping. And it's like someone turned on the lights in a room while you're half awake. And you hear your name quietly. Castiel.
That's not creepy.
No, it's not creepy at all.
Do you think it's the dog talking to you?
Boy, is that you?
No, I'm not a dog, Castiel. Wake up.
I try waking up, I guess.
Okay. You sit up, and in the corner of the room, in a chair sitting there, you see a face that is super familiar to you, but you cannot place it. It's like seeing a face in a dream and being like, where do I know this person from? Because you obviously know you've seen them before. His eyes are glowing a little bit with some type of light.
God,
Who's over there?
You kind of rub your eyes and rubbing that kind of like astigmatism type. I'm trying to think. Starburst from the light hitting your eyes. The face of the man has a long mane of golden hair, and you see almost this heat coming off of his armor. It's Castiel. I'm glad to see that you're doing well. It's been a long time.
Pardon me, I'm not trying to be rude, but who are you?
Understandable. Amnesia is part of the process. You're not supposed to remember your life before. My name is Tadiel. I'm an old comrade, we'll put it that way. The god wants you to reawaken your spark.
Reawaken? What do you mean, reawaken?
You've been punished. Your angelic powers not gone, but corrupted. You've become fallen. You've done your punishment. Hundreds and hundreds of years in the ice. And you wake up recently. Luckily, those creatures took care of you, so you didn't freeze to death. But I guess your skin had become used to the ice. Now, there's multiple ways to go about reawakening your spark. I know a quick one, but it may or may not work all the time.
What is it you're asking me to do?
A mission from the gods. They send a quest to you. Something that will bring about your original form. An actual angel, not just an ASMR. You still have the celestial blood, Castillo.
I haven't been able to use it. I knew something has been off.
Give it time. Your wings will reappear. But in a grotesque manner. When you reawaken your wings, they'll only be skeletal. You won't be able to fly with them. But you may be able to strike fear in the hearts of your enemies. I have heard tale of a person living in the shrine of the Morning Lord. South of here, back in Bryn Shander. Talk to him when you have the time. He may have a lead for you to something that the Morning Lord was working on to bring back normalcy to the Dales and destroy this endless winter brought upon by Oral.
I shall go to the Shrine of the Morning Lord and speak with who?
Speak with the priest that is currently walking over the shrine. They have someone living at the church. Put it that way. He'll have the information that you need.
Tariel, how's everybody doing? A little weird, but I don't remember you much, but how is everyone? Is everyone good?
Many things have changed, and I don't have the time to explain them. You'll know more when the time comes. You see...
Tariel, thank you for the visit. I will make it most important to make it to Bryn Shander.
He stands up, and you see these large feathered wings that suddenly alight with fire. His eyes glow brightly, almost blindingly to you. As you shield your eyes and look back, he's gone. By the way, this is your angelic guide.
Ooh.
He's the angelic guide.
Guide.
I want one of those.
You don't get one.
Now that is a handsome angelic guide right there. Right.
That is Tadiel.
Taviel, Taviel.
Tadio.
Tadio.
Tadhiel.
Tadio.
Oh shit! What?
We're all wrong.
It's on there. It's on there.
I'll say I was right because I was reading it.
Yeah, I was reading.
Listen.
I call him everything but that.
He
Don't worry
was so
about
pretty, I just couldn't stop looking at the picture. Tadio.
it. So
I'll be right-
I just sit
Hottie's
there
a
for
hottie.
a few minutes trying to
I'm gonna be right back.
on everything I can, trying to remember anything that I can possibly remember, but it's mainly drawn a blank. But I know that I need to make it to Bryn Shandar, so that's what I'm going to try to quest out here for myself. I'm not leaving, right as of yet, but I'm saying that
Yeah,
because
it didn't seem super urgent to go there, but it seemed like whenever you have the time to go there. You'll make your way there eventually.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He's not asking you, hey, leave your party, go by yourself and do this thing. He's not asking you for that.
Got it.
But yeah, you go back to sleep.
Think to myself, that was weird. Okay,
Dream. What was in that cider?
I didn't have it. Maybe I should have.
I was about to say,
What?
you specify that you hadn't had it, and I'm just like, cool, this is even better than... you won't think it's a drunk hallucination. Okay. So then, also during the night, Arwen. A dream comes to you. You find yourself staring off into the distance, watching over the mountaintops, bow in hand, zoned out a little bit. You hear a voice calling your name. Arwen! Arwen! What are you doing? You need to pay attention. He turns around, and you see, standing in front of you, your father. Long, dark hair, braided behind his ears, and tied up behind into a ponytail. We have to practice. You need to be able to protect yourself in case I'm never around. Of course. You're still trying to land your shots. I understand. You just need a little more practice. Like this. He lifts a bow up, and you turn and you see two targets about 5 feet apart. You see him draw two arrows and place them down on the bowstring and pull back. As he fully extends, he holds the bow for a second and puts his middle finger between the two arrows. As he turns his bow horizontal, he lets go of the bowstring, and the two arrows fly perfectly, hitting both targets at the exact same time. Now you. Unmute yourself.
I'm gonna do the same thing that he did. Well, I'm gonna try. Where did I go?
Yeah. I'm just going to keep muting you every time that you're done speaking. That way it'll keep doing it. Just keep unmuting yourself. That way it quits the echo. You follow his instructions and just roll me an attack roll with your bow.
Don't hit your dad.
Natural one. Arrows fly in every direction. $23. Okay. Roll me one more. Perfect. You try to recreate exactly what he does, but you're finding a little bit of an issue. One of the arrows won't stay steady for you. Your first one lands perfectly, a bullseye. The second one fires way off to the left of the target. He just kind of sighs and looks at you. As he looks up at you, a smile crosses his face. It's all right. You'll get the hang of it. It's just practice. Just promise me you'll continue to practice. I'm not sure what's going on with this war, but I want you to protect yourself whenever you can. The dream fades. You did drink the cider, yeah. The silence continues through the night. You hear, besides the creaking of the house, the wind blowing. Nothing else. Just quiet. Castiel, I'm going to jump right back to you.
Oh.
After your dream of the light, you suddenly feel cold. The air around you while you're sleeping continues to chill more and more. You see a flash of eyes, familiar eyes, glacial blue.
Papa? What? Is that you?
You open your eyes again, looking into the dark. Your dark vision blurred for a moment, but it reappears. You see standing above you a familiar man. Sepik. He looks down at you. Thought you could turn me into the gods, huh?
Oh, shit.
This'll be your end. He reaches down and he tries to stab at you with a dagger.
What?
For a 23 to hit.
But
What's going on?
I dexterously move quickly.
Why are you stabbing me, Papa?
Someone give me a sharper knife so I can properly stab this baby.
You take 4 piercing damage and 6 cold damage
Oh, you're good.
as you scream out in absolute pain.
Papa!
Everyone awakens.
Just killed a man.
Oh,
Everyone wakes up, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nas question.
Uh-huh.
Are the rooms upstairs?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, fuck off. I ain't never getting there.
You're
Oh
just
my
you're just a fucking walking.
We don't have.
You know that?
You're
don't have
walking disadvantage. I rolled a fucking 2.
Yeah, we don't
Hold up,
have our
hold up.
we don't have our character.
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna pull up a.
Oh, I forgot to do my token. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
our tokens aren't on there.
I actually forgot.
We're
as well.
gonna pull you over to the camp map, and we'll just.
Everyone did.
I'll give everyone a reroll.
It's actually not that I forgot. It's that for some reason my brain went click initiative first and then your character.
Yeah, no.
And then as I clicked initiative, I went, that's not right.
Well, I didn't think about the fact that we didn't have our character to click.
I'm over here
but
clicking on Zach's screen, thinking,
I know. I did that too. I'm so good, Zach.
Good job.
Um,
"Why is it working?"
I'm very sleepy. Kailani really likes her beauty rest, and
I was just busy doing stuff.
Arwen's still having her dream about. Arwen still got daddy issues. I'm still having her dream about that.
Okay. We're gonna kind of theater of the mind this, but this will give you the ability to put your attacks on screen and put your initiative in order. The horse is not there. The horse is off in the stable.
Good.
Right? These are heavy hitting horse too.
He kicks things so good.
I'm not in the stable.
You're not. You're in the living room. Okay.
Yeah.
I
fought to get that living room.
stagger through the heart.
No, Daddy.
Okay.
Can you?
Arwen, you were able to talk Gwen into the stable as well, so Gwen is not there at the moment.
Oh no, we're gonna die, guys. We're going down. Yeah, what about Boyd?
You know what? That's a good point. Boy is in the house. Give me a
He's
moment.
like quite literally our guide. We can't let Boyd die.
Let's see here. This is a...
You have an idea.
Wolf is currently
Papa, can you
a-
hear me?
Oh God, boys and
voice
wolves.
of wolf. He uses the wolf stats. He's currently curled up on the floor next to Arwen's bed.
Great guide, but a really bad.
Different rooms. Cray,
My dog barks if the neighbor moves in his house. Like,
our dog barks at the wind across the street, you know.
the leaf moves and my dog's all on that.
Alright. I believe... Arwen, you are not in there. Give me a second. What'd you roll? 4? Oh. You rolled your first one, 16. Damn. Enter.
Taking our first rolls, Zach.
I will give you the choice. Go either one you want to do.
Oh, I definitely want the second one. My first one was a 2.
Just change it on the turn order and let me know when you're done. So I'm gonna do the same for Arwen.
Oh, I'm okay in the turn.
Daddy just killed a man.
Papa?
Hurts when you
His
stab
name
my
was
heart.
Put a
Castiel.
knife against his throat.
Great. You hear yelling
And it was quite
across the
cold.
hallway. What do you do?
Oh,
Yes.
me.
You're correct.
Sorry, I had a cat distracting me. I mean, I guess I'm not in the same room.
You're
right?
not in the same room, but you're across the hallway.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna dart over to see what the hell's going on.
Okay.
So I guess like right there. Oh.
You get to the door. The door is currently closed.
I'm gonna open it.
You open it and you see Sepik, the person that you were following earlier, standing over Castiel with a dagger made of ice stabbed into his chest.
Ah!
Close the door.
I turn around.
I'm going to shoot him with a short bow.
Okay.
And I would get advantage, right? Because he's within 5 feet.
Technically. Okay, 17 will hit. Total of 14 damage. Alright, anything else? You have bonus actions. So.
That's right. I got him at level 2. I'm going to bonus action. I'm just gonna move out of the room.
Run over to the other door or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm actually gonna barge in because Arwen's door is right there. I'm gonna barge in. Arwen's.
Technically, you're there.
Oh yeah, because you two would be together. And just gonna barge in and go. Castiel's being attacked.
Be by his daddy.
Castiel, there's a dagger made of ice in your chest at the moment.
Okay.
Ooh, new weapon.
Well. Huh. So. Okay, can I attempt to. Okay, I imagine he's probably on top of me, right? Like, knife down, like, holding it into my chest.
He's like stood over you, yeah.
So, can I attempt to, like, push him off of me?
Eddie's on top.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like grappling you or anything. So, just theater of the mind, you shove him off you and you're able to stand up off the bed.
Oh, okay. I imagine my weapons would be in reach, but I probably wouldn't have time to do much. So I guess I'm going to try to grapple him myself, actually.
Okay. You can make a strength check. Either, I think it's athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Alright. Here we go. Ooh. Oh my
He
god.
slips out of your grasp with a 19.
Quick fucker.
Oh,
That is your action. Part of your movement, you were able to get your sword at least. You do not currently have your shield.
Fair. Okay, then I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm just gonna ready up with him. Really. It's all I can really do. So.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stand there with sword in hand.
Okay. Xanavor, you heard Castiel yell from across the room, and Cray ran out.
I'm going to approach the room. Am I able to like stand like relatively in the hallway, but still see what's going
Yes.
on and see him? Okay.
Get in here, you chicken shits.
say I'm assuming that this row would be kind of like the hallway.
Yeah.
So I'd be like right there, able to get a sideline view of him.
You would have to be like right
I
over
mean,
here, but yeah.
You'd be in the full.
Over where?
One over, but yeah.
Okay. do that. And as much as I would love to cast Thunderwave to mess him up, I'll probably kill a Castiel, so let's not do that.
You'll probably also destroy this poor person's
Yeah.
home.
Thanks for letting us stay here. Boom.
Right?
So instead, I'm considering I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Sepik, actually.
Okay.
And he has to make a Wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save of 13. You rolled a 7.
Sweet. So because of that, he is there. Let's do that. It's easier.
Okay, so he suddenly falls into a fit of laughter.
And he is prone as well.
Yep, falls prone, becomes incapacitated and unable to stand up for a duration. Creature with intelligence 4 or less is affected at the end of each of its turns. And each time it takes damage, it can make another wisdom saving throw. Okay. So,
What's so funny? Chuckles.
I stabbed him and he called me daddy. Ha 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 ha! Just falls to the ground laughing.
he falls to the ground. Just it's anything else?
That's not concentration, is it?
It is concentration, up to a minute.
Okay. So I have to keep focusing on him, so I'm able to maintain a safe distance from him while I'm doing this, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, I will attempt to do that. Stay to safe distance, but keep it.
Yeah, you don't have to have line of sight. You could literally cast this and sit in your room for the rest of the fight if you're concentrating.
I just want to point out that the components of this spell is tiny darts, and a feather that is waving.
Tiny tarts.
So he walks into the room, sees Cass being attacked, and starts waving a tiny feather in the air, and that whole scene is just perfect. So I just
looks at what?
He holds a hand.
How can I help the situation?
He folds a handful of tarts in front of him and takes the feather and just tickles across the top of the tarts. That's how that works.
He just tickles the tarts and casts the spell, and it makes Sepik die of laughter.
It's even better when he skips in.
Arwen.
Question though, am I able to still perform a reaction, say if I use Kernel Shift, will it interrupt my concentration?
No, it's not concentration. As long as you don't cast another concentration spell, you can hold your concentration.
Okay, cool.
Arwen. Cray has came over and woke you up. Okay. Mm-hmm. You run into the room. You have advantage on this attack because he is prone and incapacitated. So you can roll twice and take the higher number. $17 will hit. For 6 damage. Okay. Do you want to use a bonus action? You can also favored foe. When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark the target as your favored enemy for 1 minute, or until you lose concentration, as if you were concentrating on a spell. And then it adds a D4 of damage whenever you hit it. Okay. So yeah, you target him and make him your favorite foe. So you are concentrating. So if you take damage, you'll have to make a save. But you can add a D4 of damage now. So roll 1d4.
Arwen's like, I really don't like being woke up. You're taking extra damage, dude.
Minus. That's 9 damage though. That was pretty nice. Anything else? Movement or anything? Well, if you step back, he can try to make an attack on you. If you want to step around him to let other people in, you can. Like over here.
No, she won't because he's incapacitated still.
Right.
Oh, true.
Because he's too busy laughing, so I was like, it hurts!
But he does get another save. Because he took damage. He passes, so he quits laughing.
Crap.
Damn it.
But he doesn't get an attack, luckily, so she can move away safely.
So, it's whatever you want to do. Okay. Zanzikov, something's happening down the hallway. People are running across, yelling.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Set up.
try run down there.
Trot.
Would I be? That'd be a gallop.
Clip, clap, clip, clap, clip, clap.
Would I be able to make it to the room?
With your movement speed, yeah.
Yeah. Would I be able to make it in the room in 2 steps?
Yes.
Okay.
Double move.
I'm going to non-lethally stab him with the spear.
Okay.
So.
Ooh, I like this thought process.
That's a crit. So, crits aren't exactly non-lethal, but he's still standing whenever it happens. So, because technically he's still prone on the ground, so you would have advantage, but you don't need it. He takes 10 damage. Actually, it's max the way I do. So
it'd be 9.
9 plus
Plus 7, so 16.
16 damage. There you go.
Damn.
And I wouldn't have gotten a charge in because I'm assuming the hallway's not, or the one's not 30 feet.
Mhm.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Just run in and stab him into the floor.
All right. And you did feel your concentration drop, Xanavor.
Okay, so I feel that my spell wore
Yes.
off.
Kailani.
So Kalani's gonna obviously get up, run towards the soy sauce.
Soy sauce!
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce. I didn't know you spoke Spanish. Okay.
My husband, ladies and gentlemen. No, okay, so I'm gonna run towards the source of the sound.
Okay.
So he's still on the ground.
He is still on the ground.
And a sword is ran through him, right?
He got stabbed by a spear and cut by a short sword.
But did Zanzikov leave his spear in him? Is he currently
No,
pinned
no,
to the
no,
ground with the spear? Okay.
Oh, okay.
If I can make it to him, I would like to take out my trident and try to do exactly that. I want to spear him to the ground, essentially make him stay still, non-lethally. Like maybe I put my trident over his neck, where my trident bars just kind of pin him down where he can't get up, into the wood floor. It's like really fancy for level 2, but I want to try it anyway.
Make an attack roll. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Yay, I'm gonna need it. Okay.
That's an 11. He had already quit laughing and he rolls out of the way of you.
Oh, man, I wanted you to stay still. Really don't like this guy. He woke me up. I'm not happy. Something. All I heard was daddy. I don't know what's
You just
happening.
poked holes in this guy's floor.
I'm very-
Technically, Cass woke you up.
Maybe I try to stab Cass. I don't know. Again, I'm very tired.
No, you didn't crit fail. Hold on.
So that didn't work, you guys. So now you just have a very angry trident. Just like Triton. I'm a trident. Triton.
You are a Triton. We're using a Triton.
Damn.
Trident.
See?
You DM's fucking up.
I'm not even drunk, you guys. I swear. That's just a difficult thing. That's a difficult concept. So now I'm just angry.
I need synonyms of cinnamon. Boy runs into the hallway and continues to bark.
Good boy.
You're like too late, but good boy.
Yeah.
Sepik looks at you all, stands up. You're gonna wish you didn't do that. And he's going to, as a bonus action, turn to snow. And he appears behind Xanavor.
Is boy going?
Well, hi.
Yellow snow.
18 to hit.
Chronal shift.
18 to hit.
Crap. Wait, it's so either way, it's just
Yeah.
18. No matter, even if I chronal shift, it doesn't roll again.
I roll twice all the time, so I just take the disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's an 18 either way.
Nice knowing y'all.
You take 7 slashing damage and 5 cold damage.
Ow.
Are you still standing?
Hanging on a prayer. What was the damage again?
12, essentially.
How far away is he from us?
He's about 15 feet. He's behind Xanavor in the hallway now. You are still standing though?
Yeah, but I don't look very good.
Okay, he's gonna take the ice dagger and try to stab you with it. With a 9, so he misses.
Why is he being picked on?
Because he
Oh,
cast a
gosh.
spell that made him fall on the ground, laughing for no reason.
I mean, he gave him the tickle. It was literally the least.
I was
the worst
making
thing to
him
happen
happy.
So far.
So he misses his second stab as you dodge out of the way of it. And then
First off, ow.
I mean, I've been stabbed and speared, but the guy didn't laugh. Fuck that guy.
well, everyone got to
Made him
run
laugh
up.
so
Yeah.
hard it hurt.
Everyone gets to run up on him and just fucking stab him. But yeah, so 2 attacks quickly, 1 missing, 1 hitting. And as you turn around, you see the wounds on him start to ice over, and it looks like they're closing.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
Stupid.
no good. Okay.
Great.
Gray, top of the round.
Cray's gonna run over behind him, and he's gonna grovel and beg.
Do you have the movement to get behind him?
I figured being a small creature I could sneak through would be just enough.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Just make me an acrobatics check. Just because you're going to be like dodging between Xanavor and Sepik. And Sepik is, of course, a hostile.
Say otherwise, I'd also be willing to go. I'd also be willing to go here too if that would be easier.
Either way. 13's enough, yeah. Yeah. So you begin to cry on the floor behind him. He turns around. Stupid kobold.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
And everyone gets advantage on attack rolls as long as he's within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
So don't push him away
I
from
would destroy the whole
Eric.
building if I were to attempt to.
Yes, yeah.
I was just looking at a spell that pushed it.
Castiel.
Praise God.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna grab my shield before heading out into the
Okay,
hallway.
you can do that as part of your movement.
Okay, cool. And then, you know, I just gotta go attack with Okay, yep, just going to attack with the old longsword. It's gonna be good.
It's a crit.
Gonna be good.
Who's your daddy now? Who's your daddy now?
Daddy, I'm sorry. Papa, I'm sorry.
Not that it matters, but you had advantage.
Oh,
You guys have been rolling some good crits tonight.
and I'm adding smite to this. as
So
well.
that'll also be doubled. So you do full damage.
Oh,
What's
God.
your full damage for just the normal longsword hit?
1d8 plus, it's one-handed, yeah, 1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2, so 10 damage off the bat.
Awesome. So I still roll damage,
Yes.
yeah? Okay. Then,
Okay, so 10 damage off the bat, and then an additional 6, so 16 damage.
yeah. And then smite.
You see something.
Got it.
What's your normal smite?
It says melee attack. You can expend one spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage to a target.
It's
You got 48.
it's 3d8, so it's 68.
Oh, get
As you get the feeling that he is a undead
Ooh.
All right. Well, I can only do 5 at a time, so let's do this first. Here's 5d8, and then here's one more.
Okay, so
So additional 29.
29 plus 16, 35? 45.
45.
With all the anger behind you as you have this frozen wound on your chest, you come up and you stab into him, and you feel that pulse of power, a little more powerful this time, just go through your hand and up the sword, through the blade and into his chest as it explodes. He is currently laying on the ground, not moving.
I just want to say, even though it really didn't, but for roleplay purposes, I want to say that Cray's groveling distracted him to allow him to do that crit.
It's a good job.
He turned around to look at you to call you stupid as you... Yeah.
Yeah, and then Cashiel just fucking cleaved him in
Fine.
two.
Even though it didn't happen, can we say for roleplay purposes that he screamed out, "Who's your daddy now?" while he did that? Because that would be great.
Are you playing Oliver?
Yep.
So that's the end of
I'm sorry.
Castiel's turn. Xanavar, what do you do? As this person just got stabbed to death with a bunch of damage.
Can I tell if he's dead or not?
He doesn't seem to
Can
be
I tell if
moving.
he's... That doesn't mean squat. He could still be alive somehow. Just to be safe, I'll do Toll the Dead for now. Or I'm gonna back away first to make sure I don't get hurt. Just because I'm nearly dead, so yeah, I'm gonna back up from him.
I get that.
And Toll the Dead, because, you know, in case. Because I don't want to die today.
Yep. You feel the connection, and he doesn't move.
Okay, good. I'm going to go lay back down. 'Cause I'm hurt. Like a cray, like, where the fuck were you? Look what happened.
He just kind of looks at you like, wait, what?
Arwen, what do you do as this is going on?
I'm gonna go check the cat to see if he's okay since he got stabbed in like the chest
Hmm.
with ice. So yeah, I'm gonna check on him and see if he's like.
He looks hurt. I don't believe you have any healing magic at the moment. And
Pick me. Pick me.
you can call Kailani over. Kailani's a cleric.
Help!
I'm gonna look over his body since I'm right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, of course, kind of like Connie's gonna come over and look at Cass, and I kind of look back at, isn't Xanavar pretty beat up also, or did he just peace out and go back?
Yeah.
To
Well,
I think my lung came out.
well, we're still in initiative.
Trail of blood leading to his room.
We're still in initiative, if you notice. So, Arwen, you call over Kailani. Kailani, you can come over on your turn. Zanzakoth, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stab him again.
Okay.
Do I have advantage because he's
You
dead?
have advantage because he's prone on the ground.
Okay.
Is talking a free action?
Yes.
Can I kind of say like, hey,
Yeah, that'll
maybe
hit.
we don't kill him, maybe we tie him up.
Let's
Let's
tie him
question
up.
this dude.
Would be a good idea. He can heal himself.
Cool. So, Kailani, you can walk over.
I walk over
Yep.
to Cass. Because you're boo-booed.
Oh, well, so I was gonna say.
He's like, why? Why are you coming over at me? Oh, okay, cool. I
Ooh,
won't.
the red water's coming out of your chest.
Yeah. That's perfectly normal, right?
He's quite holy.
Uh-huh.
Is Xanavar close by me?
also?
I mean, he walked into his room. It's like catty corner.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out, like I'm gonna do some healing here, but who do I?
I wouldn't say no to it.
You're in another room, aren't you?
Maybe as a free action, can I be like, Xanavar, get your dumbass back in here?
I just got to my room. I just want to take a nap. It hurts.
Your room's over here.
I'll make it stop hurting, love. Just come here.
Fine. And he like starts limping back.
Okay. All right, good.
Really milking it.
I'm at 2. You shut up over there.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, I'm kind of hurt.
It's a wizard.
I have ouchie boo boo.
You have ouchie boo boos too? Oh no.
Okay, so you still have an action and a bonus action.
Again.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, my healing sucks at level 2, but you guys, I am going to cast.
Some of us bought potions as well. Just reminder.
Gonna waste a potion on him.
Chilling out.
No, I didn't say to do it. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
good. Yeah.
so that was your bonus action. Healing word on who?
Oh, that's everybody. Right?
Healing word is one person. Mass healing word is everyone.
Please.
Oh wait, I don't have a mass.
Not at
healing.
second level. Not at
No.
second level.
Um,
Those are higher level spells.
I'm gonna give it to Xanavar for sure because he lost the most hit points, I believe.
It doesn't hurt as much when I breathe now.
Okay, go lay down. Go night night.
Okay.
Go night night.
You still have.
Hey, Zach, can I ask you this? Can I do a medicine check? Is there a way to heal at all using, can I just like pack?
There's not. I mean, if you can stabilize things and of course clean people up, but you have to actually have healing magic, like spell slots or potions.
Can I tuck him in and kiss his boo boos? Does that help?
It helps him emotionally.
Which we all know Xanavar needs more than anything.
I didn't get enough love as a child. Leave me alone.
All right, so
Oh,
that was your bonus action to cast that. You still have an action.
okay.
Do you have cure wounds as well?
Girl.
Yeah.
Because you could also do cure wounds.
Can I sense that? I mean, so Sefik is still alive. He's just out.
He's not moving. He is currently on the floor, has been stabbed, spells cast on him. He's not moving.
I think I'd still like to tie him up as my action. I have rope. I would like to hog tie him a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe take away his weapons first.
You go ahead and roll a dexterity check. It's dexterity to tie knots and stuff.
Why are you
Guidance.
talking to me?
Because I know your dex, my dex is just bad.
Guidance.
I say you can use guidance on this.
I'm gonna. I always.
I gotta tie this man up. Guidance.
I'm gonna. What did I just do?
You just put it in there. All you gotta do is roll a dexterity check, and then add a d4. I think you can even click on the d4 in roll
Yeah,
20.
if you click D4, it rolls the D4.
So 15 plus a d4.
Yeah, see, I just cast guidance.
So a 17.
Listen, show
He
off.
seems pretty well tied up. You do notice while you're tying him up, though, his weapons that were made of ice look like they've shattered on the ground.
I still want to kick him away. I don't trust it. I know a thing about like magical artifacts and magical weapons.
Mhm.
He would pop back up. I don't want him to repower those. So I still want to move them away from him.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Guys, I don't trust it. And if he does wake up, if we can get him to wake up, we need to question him. This is too important.
Well, as you're currently tying him up, you see his eyes reopen and his wounds start to freeze closed again. And he looks at you and goes, "Ropes aren't going to hold me." And he stands up about, I'm going to say right behind Cass again. He's going to flip over to Cass again. And he's going to try to attack twice. As you see,
But he is hog-tied.
he can Misty Step without components.
I don't like this guy. I do not like this guy.
So, as he appears behind Castiel, you see the sword and dagger appear again, made of ice, that just appears in his hands. 19 to hit, Castiel.
Yeah.
Can I see this happen? Or am I in another room still?
You take a...
I've gotten healed by her, right?
Technically, you never moved your piece, so you're right there.
So I can see it?
Sure.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's 19.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, if you want to. Yeah, so it's 15 damage in total.
Oh, fuck.
You down?
Yeah. Tadiel, oh my god. Oh.
Daddy!
Did you
Yes.
yell for Daddy-O?
Daddy L. There you go.
I heard Daddy-O. I heard...
As soon as you fall from the sword, the dagger goes next to Arwen, which it's an 11, which I don't believe hits you. No.
No. Second attack, no.
No, the second attack would have gone towards Arwen, because she's standing right next to you.
Okay.
Because you're down, right? Because 15 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are currently unconscious, and Arwen, you dodge the second blade. Gray. You watched as he just turned to snow and then was suddenly back in the room, and suddenly Castiel's getting stabbed again.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. 21's gonna hit.
Oh, I rolled 3. I don't know why. Second time it doesn't make the noise. Okay.
Okay. Your arrow finds purchase, and he falls to the ground again. You watch as his wounds kind of like shatter a little bit, looking like ice.
Ooh, maybe we should kill it. Kill it with fire.
Castiel, I need a death save.
Oh no. Alright.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Can I give him guidance on
You,
this?
you can't give him guidance, no.
You just have to. You have to click death saves.
Oh, just the word death
Yep.
saves?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Well, I clicked it and it brought something else up. Oh, wait, here we go. Got it.
That is one fail.
That sucks. Okay.
Xanavor.
I see all this go down, I assume? Okay, cool. Uh-oh, I just closed my character sheet. Crap.
Good job.
I went to click in something else, so I kind of switched out either way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
So we're going to do
He's
that.
currently prone on the ground, and it is a ranged attack, so you have disadvantage. That's
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
roll the
matter.
that's a natural one. Okay. Roll.
Wait, can I chrono shift myself?
I'm not sure how the ability works. Can you put the ability in chat?
I want to say no, just based off of how I perceive it works.
As a reaction after you,
A creature you can see. Oh, you.
or a creature you see, so you can chrono shift it.
Aha!
Yeah.
Interesting.
Try it again.
A 14 will hit.
Sweet.
But that uses a spell slot using
No.
it, right?
He gets 2 uses of chrono shift. I think a long rest.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
so it's like a special
It's a feat. Yeah.
thing he gets. Okay, that makes sense.
Uh,
I was thinking of like shield.
Nope. Yeah. So
What?
You walk around the corner, seeing Castiel on the ground and Sepic's body back in the room. You line up a shot with a firebolt. It looks like it's about to hit Castiel as you shoot it, and you, with your left hand, turn it just a little bit as it seems like it curves it back towards the actual target. As you hit
You
Sepic,
almost killed Castiel.
as you
Hey,
I wanna kill
chronal
him,
shift the firebolt to hit Sepic,
It-
his body becomes snow.
It would have killed him because he has one fail.
It wouldn't have because they only would have done one fail.
And he doesn't.
I thought
Melee's.
two.
Melee
I thought you-
is 2.
Melee
oh, it's
did-
melees.
yes, but-
Okay, I just thought it got hit
We
in
can
general.
talk rules later, guys. Kind of talking. You watch as his body turns to snow. You wait. It doesn't reform.
Is it still my turn?
Technically, we're out of combat now. You literally had to do fire damage. That was it. That keeps him from
It's
healing.
gonna tell Zanzikov to detect magic to make sure he's not pulling a fast one on us.
That wouldn't
So-
have done anything. I detect magic near him before and it did nothing.
Oh.
So if none of us had fire spells,
I knew.
I said if.
I knew who did. I knew 3 of you had fire magic. I don't know if Kailani does. I know you have like radiant, and of course the radiance from Castiel. But that's why he went for Xanavor first, because he'd seen you cast a firebolt before.
Oh.
So he's like, "That's fire damage. I'm
I
gonna
was
kill him."
wondering why he was being picked on a little bit.
I mean, I know I'm a dick, but come on.
Did everything turn to snow that he was in? Or just,
Everything
like,
turned to snow.
I'm gonna search in the snow.
You
See if
find
anything's in there.
nothing.
This boy
Okay.
go game in the snow.
I'm gonna take one of my bottles and start putting the snow in there
Okay.
and label it Sephic.
I'm gonna do the same thing for Xanavor.
Ooh, I can use that. That's a good idea.
Don't worry about me, guys.
It's okay.
Sleep it off. You'll be
Say,
fine.
yeah, technically Castiel's still dying on the floor, so
Yeah, okay.
you can either.
I'll go cast Spare the Dying on him.
Oh, okay. Literally, now you tell him to sleep it off.
Yeah, he wakes up and I'm like, go to bed.
Roll 1d4, Castiel.
Oh no.
Where are my fucking notes?
Perfect. 1 hour.
One.
So you'll have to wait an extra hour to finish your rest, but you wake back up and go back to sleep for the rest of your long rest.
So how long were we asleep for before Sephic bullshit came and woke us up?
It seemed to happen close to midnight, so it's probably been about 4 hours. So you can get the rest of your 4 hours and get a full long rest.
That was my question.
Yes.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm just gonna need y'all to carry me back to bed.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what Kailani does. She casts Spare the Dying on you and then just rolls you back onto your bed and just like, he'll wake up later, he'll be fine.
Leave the dog, leave the dog, leave the dog, stay with me.
Dog wakes up,
Call
licks you in the
Opal
face.
Canceling to see if he cuddles you.
I'm gonna leave the room and go back to sleeping in the living room.
Okay.
So I will say it is a bummer that we didn't get to question this guy more.
Don't think he would have given us any answers.
Yeah, this guy was.
You know, you apply the right pressure.
This guy seemed to be an
Did you
assassin that
see-
could just leave ropes.
Yeah, did you see this guy? He was
Were you there?
cold.
He
He was
became snow.
cold as ice.
He was willing to sacrifice
Sacrifice.
everyone in the party.
Okay, none of you are bards. You don't get to make those type of comments.
It's
We have
cold
something
as
with
ice.
fire magic. I'm just saying we could have put the heat on him. See what I did there?
Sure.
No.
I see it. I
I
see
was
it.
too busy dying the first time.
I see it.
Okay, so
It was a good burn.
Wow.
That's right. Whatever. Kailani goes back. to bed.
Everyone goes back to bed, finishes a long rest. You guys wake up in the morning. Keegan looks confused at why there's a pile of snow in the middle of one of the rooms and why there's blood all over the floor. Just like,
You're welcome.
I really hope I put my eggs in the right basket here.
The holes that are in the bedroom, I didn't do those. I swear.
I'll take care of it.
Nice mahogany wood, I would never do that.
Your dog is barking, by the way. Might want to let boy out.
I had heard last night, and kind of did a little digging myself. I heard that you guys, well, I overheard, I should say, that you're not really in good terms with the Luskan Arms. So, last night I messaged Owen and talked to him. He gave me the lowdown on what happened, and yes, Nerith can be a dick. I may be able to do a little bit more now that I know your predicament. So, if you're able to find Garrett, I might be able to help you find what you're looking for.
And oh yes.
Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it in my smile? Hello, it's me. Yeah. So, what do you guys say? Like, he's talking to you guys.
I say it seems like a pretty good idea. It's a good deal.
I said I don't have much that I can pay you, but of course I can offer you my help.
He provides.
You can help us find what we're looking for, and we're sure you know. How can I be sure you know what we are looking for?
You're looking for someone named Prudence? You told me last night.
Damn it.
First name's Deer.
Do you know how to find this Prudence, though, is the question.
I know that she frequents the Luxon Arms, and of course I'm on good terms with Owen. So, I might be able to help you in that area. But of course, I'm worried about my husband. I need to make sure that he's safe, or at least know the outcome of what's happened.
Understand that.
That's a fair,
Of course.
negotiation is the word. Reason? Someone help me here. I'm not good at
Both
this.
correct, Xanavar. You're doing good.
Okay, thank you.
Both correct.
Finally, someone listens.
Well, you could, of course, you can make it to Caer Konig. It's a little bit of a travel. It's about 14 and a half hours on foot. If you make about a 3-mile jaunt to Bryn Shander, you can continue your journey to Caer Denival as well. And 3-mile hike around Lacdinishir to Caer Konig.
You need that like typed out.
I'll put it all in there.
Thanks, Zach.
It's like I said, it's a little bit of a trek, but you could also go across the tundra. The tundra may be a little bit faster, but a little bit more dangerous.
Did he say we have to go through Bryn Shander? Because that may make you to.
You don't know what.
I say no one else knows
You
about
need
what
to-
happened with.
I know, I'm just out of character. You know? Okay. Nudge, nudge.
Mind your business.
Just some of the snow got in the building, that's all that happened, and then someone tripped in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Give me a second, my headset's done.
That's a perfect chalk outline of snow on the ground.
Body shape. No outline.
Well, maybe we had a little bit too much of that cider and start playing in the snow. You don't know.
I mean, the front door was still locked.
Look at that cider.
Here
Strong.
are my thoughts. I wanted to leave last night, but clearly there was a blizzard. We couldn't. I don't feel as if this guy has much more time, so taking the long way around may not be the option.
I agree. I feel like our mission in general is time sensitive.
Right.
Oh, we're going back in cold again, aren't we?
What place is cold?
Oh, damn
Well,
it.
if you're
Fine.
traveling across the open tundra, you could probably make it there in about 24 hours on foot. But you can have that, of course, by using dog sleds. It's about 12 miles.
Do you have spare dog sleds?
I have one more. I don't really have the dogs at the moment. They were with Garrett.
One
But
dog.
we have 2 horses.
You don't have 2 horses.
I do have a horse. Will one horse be able to pull a sled?
It would be odd, but maybe we could figure a way to have the horse in the back and boy out front, and they might be able to pull you both together.
That's weird.
This sounds foolproof.
I vote we just walk.
If we can have the time,
What?
you want to walk, Craig?
I don't see us tying a horse and a dog together being a good
Here's
idea.
another issue we come across, though. What if someone's injured and we need to bring them back?
We have a horse.
I suppose that's true.
Sucks for them.
Depending, you might have another one too.
The horse should roll animal handling to see if he gets along with the dog, and then we see how.
Horse and dog bonding. Welcome to D&D.
Let's roll horse and dog bonding.
I'm personally for the horse-led dog idea, even though it sounds preposterous. It's faster.
I like faster.
Much faster.
I mean, the more things pulling it,
Another option: one of us ride the horse and the dog pull a sled, and maybe half the weight.
I mean, it's a sled. How many people are gonna ride on the sled? How big is the sled?
Me and Arwen
Well-
could perhaps ride upon the horse, and Zanzibar
Trick.
can gallop next.
You can ride on Zanzibar. I'll ride gallantly upon the horse.
No, it works.
How big are these sleds, Zach?
they'll fit about 3 people.
Shit.
Hold on, simple math. We can make this work. Okay. Okay.
Whose
2
horse-
people on
By the
horse.
way, I need to find out whose horse is this.
Mine.
It's
Oh,
I was
it's
like, please be Zanzibar's
Right,
horse.
well,
I wanted it to be Zanzibar's
Xanavor's horse.
It's Zanzikop's mate.
I just knew we had.
No.
Ultimate.
I didn't know why.
I'm not even a fucking horse.
He's my
all right.
wife,
Let's
Austin.
let's
My wife will bear
focus
none of
here.
it.
Back to point, guys. Back to point.
Okay, sorry. Xanavor, why don't you ride upon your noble steed? And
Okay, and
I really don't feel like it's a good idea to have a horse pulling with the dog and having people riding the horse while it's also pulling a
Oh,
cart
we're just gonna
or a
ride.
sled.
He's just gonna ride the horse. The dog will pull the sled.
do you think it'd be too much strain on the horse? What's the horse's name?
horse.
Horse.
It doesn't have a name.
What if
So we
It's
have
a
a horse
horse.
named horse and a
We
dog
don't-
named boy.
Of course.
He was riding through the tundra with a horse with no name.
Horse.
We need a bard. Zach is our bard.
I am the bard. I'm all puns.
You are the bard.
Is it possible?
Okay, how about this? Why don't we have Kailani and Arwen on top of Zanzikoth, and then the other 3 are on the horse pulled
Do you
sled?
refer to yourself in the third person?
Do you get all the women?
He's a sexy symbol. What about Gwen?
Gwen could probably keep up or help pull things,
And that's an option to help pull.
depending on what Arwen's doing. Yeah.
You're on. Wait.
I feel like that's a better idea than having a horse pull with the dog that could easily get trampled by the horse.
The dog
The
would
dog
be
would be
leading.
leading. You know
Okay,
how-
what happens? What happens when it suddenly stops and the horse and the dog collide?
Don't have the horse
Then we
directly
see
behind
how
the dog.
Kylie
Boy
and
is
Charity rolled
very
their
trained. He's well trained.
Why don't we just hire more dogs somewhere?
Well, this is currently the only dog sled around here at least. You might have to go to another town.
Ugh.
You guys, we got this. Me and Arwen will ride on Zanzibar. Thank you, Zanzibar. Okay? Gwen
Don't
can
get
keep
used
up.
to it.
Cass obviously wants to ride a noble steed.
Well, I didn't realize the horse was owned. I thought we just had a
Well, I'm sorry, Xanathor will ride on
6
the horse.
adventurers and a horse. Doesn't belong to anyone, it's just there.
So you get boy. You're just being pulled by boy. I'm sure boy can pull you.
That's not how that works. Okay.
That could work though.
That could
Yeah,
absolutely work.
In Krat,
could
right,
work,
boy?
yeah.
Math
We're doing this.
and logic.
Yeah, can Cray ride the
Craig
dog?
technically could ride the dog. Yes, he's small enough.
There you
Cray,
go.
Let this
Cray
happen.
is not. Cray
What
is
do we
not
have to
riding
roll
the
to make
dog.
This happen. I want that to happen.
Yeah.
We'd rather ride boy.
I really want this to happen.
We want a
I'm-
group check out of this one.
Yeah, we demand a group chat.
I'm tying a string with a carrot.
Let's go with the original idea. We'll have
Do you remember when Peter Griffin had to lose weight and he put the food on the fishing pole thing?
Okay, so are we having a cart pulled by the penguin, bear, and
The dog.
the dog, and
Half
then
on back.
let's
Just
say
leave the horse.
me and Xanavor can
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah,
ride
true.
the horse.
Arwen will get on top of Zanzibar.
That's because at that point, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the horse and the dog is a horrible idea to have them going together.
But the horse and a penguin bear thing.
Yeah.
They haven't eaten each
I mean,
other
how
yet.
big is this penguin bear?
Not big. It's about the size of us.
It's about as big as boy.
Right.
Or
the
you.
this is a
Oh, it's that big.
It's about as big as boy. Yeah.
yeah. This horse is actually this is a this horse is a little bit bigger than average, isn't it?
That's a full size horse.
No.
Horses are large
Or am I-
creatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger than. Isn't it technically bigger than Austin?
D&D
Yes.
rules, yes, but D&D rules are bullshit
Yeah.
because that's the only edition where
I mean,
centaurs aren't large.
Austin wants to
Austin's like-
one up the horse.
Agreed.
Austin's like, listen, I lift, bro. Okay, way buffer than that horse. He's like,
I'm just trying to get you guys a size comparison.
Technically, yes, it's a bit bigger than me.
It's all
I
head.
mean, I wouldn't say it's
It's
like
the difference
top
between the
huge
size of
big.
a horse head and the size of an upper body of a human.
Yeah.
It's all bulk in the horse head.
If the top of me was a horse or a other moose, it would be bigger.
If you were a moose, you'd be
But no, I'm
fucking
human.
huge. But yeah,
I am fucking huge.
I
I'm
just
10
wanna
feet tall,
see
bitch.
Tom and the horse like sizing each other up real quick. Just like
Come on, bro. Let's go, bro.
flexing a little
But-
bit, like who's flexing?
to push the story forward, you figure it out. Everyone is able to figure out a way to travel.
I have a
Yeah.
whip, but I'm not actually whipping the dog.
I mean, it literally would
Any
work.
character you
It-
have a-
It will literally work. Me and Xanafor will be on the horse, and then you three can be on the cart, and then you just have Zanzikov by himself.
Okay, but I want to ride Zanzibar.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Well, that's up to you and Zanzikov.
So
I offered. I just said don't get used to it.
you guys begin your journey, leaving Targos and heading towards the mountain you can see in the distance. The blizzard has cleared up. It is mostly clear weather at the moment. A little windy, cold as fuck, of course. I need. We'll say because I picked on Castiel tonight, he can roll the d8.
I don't like where this is going already.
It's just probably weather prediction.
Ah,
Not every roll's a bad thing.
well, tell me when it hasn't been.
except that one.
Except that one.
Okay. Now I need Cray. Roll me 2d4. Perfect. And Xanavor, roll me a d20.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see?
Scary when they make you roll things.
I nearly died, so I'm not expecting anything at this point.
Okay. Arwen, roll me a d20. Perfect.
Arwen and your rolls, girl, you are on it. You have the luck of the dice.
Alrighty. So you head out pretty early in the morning. You stayed the extra hour to make sure that Cassiel could get a full rest in. As you make your way across the tundra, you see off in the distance a large creature covered in brown fur being ridden by a super gigantic humanoid. You could feel as this thing walks and trumpets from a distance.
We all see
Yeah,
it.
you can see it off in the distance. What do you guys do?
Can we make it out? Like, can we tell what it
I'm
might
do I recognize what this thing might be?
Right.
Make me an intelligence check.
Okay. And while we're going, I wasn't able to say this, but I'm gonna have the lantern on for about 5 hours.
Okay.
Sorry, 6 hours.
Okay.
I give him
Alright.
guidance on anything.
Yeah, on the intelligence check, that'll be fine.
Oh,
So a D4.
Do I roll it or does he? I'm sorry.
Either way.
You do.
Okay, not me yet.
Okay, so a 9. It looks like a big hairy elephant.
The thing it's riding, or the thing that's
The thing it's riding, the mount, essentially.
okay.
They don't seem to have noticed you yet, but off in the distance you see this.
Oh
I
shit.
vote we avoid it.
I would like to avoid that. I don't want to die.
You could probably make your way around it. It might take you an extra hour just to kind of circumvent.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way around.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Agreed.
Perfect. So yeah, you add another hour to your trip, but you're able to stay away from the frost giant riding a mammoth.
Listen, I have to say, you land creatures, you've got some scary things up here on the surface world.
The sea is not any better.
I feel like I've seen scarier underwater.
Maybe it's just because I'm familiar with those creatures and all the fur and the yeah, it
the
just-
fur mainly.
The
Oh,
fur
but the
makes
scales
me
and
quite-
tentacles are okay.
Yeah.
Tentacles just mean there's more arms to wrap around you.
So
As I strangle you.
later in the night, continuing, you continue to trek for a couple more hours. It's starting to go back to being dark. You've ended your daylight cycle, the couple hours. It's probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. You can see the mountain getting closer in the distance. But you still have a couple hours to go, probably.
Say we still trek on. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna pass around the jug of infinite water
Okay.
while we're traveling. I say trek until we can't really see too much more.
You have the lantern, right, Xanthakov?
That probably would have went out by now. I will cast a light on the tip of my spear though.
Am I on your back?
Yeah.
So does that mean if you have the light, are we leading the way? Is that kind of how our marching works?
I assumed it would be like
Zanzikar's the only one that
Dogan.
can't see in the dark.
yeah.
Zanzikoth is the only person that cannot see in the dark at the moment, so that's why he has to have the lantern.
Dogs would be leading.
I mean, I have night vision. Can I just kind of keep perception out?
Yeah, because you can actually see farther than the light reaches.
Okay. Do you want to use my passive, or do you want me to roll a
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Man, but I'm sucking at the rolling.
I'll say you have advantage just because other people are with you and riding, looking around. There you go, 15.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Zanzikoth, go ahead and roll me 2d4.
Okay.
Perfect. Kailani, you're kind of squinting into the distance, the wind kind of blowing in your eye. Cool breeze. Doesn't bother you too much. Dries you out a little, but yeah, you need a Visine.
Yeah.
Stacked Dice brought to you by Visine. No.
Is that even a thing anymore?
Of course.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen a commercial
Yes.
in years.
Oh.
Yeah, Visine's still a thing. I don't think that they really do commercials
So,
much.
you look into the distance and you see what looks like a small campfire and what looks like a mound of snow next to it. And you see some small creatures just kind of like walking around the campfire. This is probably about 100 feet ahead of you.
Small creatures, they're bipedal
Currently, yeah.
creatures
Yeah, they're standing up.
walking around the campfire. This mound of snow, does it look part of the terrain? Does it look just like a hill and the campfire is set up against the hill, or does it
Looks... It's difficult to see from here. It looks like just a mound of snow, but it has a longer part coming out of one side of it.
What the hell? A longer part coming out of one side of it. I would like to bend down and whisper that to Zanzikoth and say, about 100 feet ahead, there's a campfire. And what looks like a mound of snow with one side longer than the other, whatever that means, and there's some small bipedal creatures moving around the fire. What do you think that could be?
I have no idea.
I know, right? We could, right? We
Mound of snow, one side longer than the other.
or something is sticking out of the side of the snow. Does it look like a house, Zach, or like a hut?
Kinda? Like I said, it's hard to make out from here. But it looks like you're watching these creatures and they walk into the long side. So you're guessing it's probably some type of shelter.
Like an igloo?
Okay, some kind of
Like an
shelter.
igloo.
Can you tell what the creatures are?
I know that they're bipedal. They're walking on two legs. So let me ask you this, Zach. Could I okay, this is gonna be silly, but where if I see the fire and I see the shadow of these people or these creatures walking around, can I gauge exactly how tall these creatures are? They humanoid size? Are they dwarf size?
They're closer to dwarf size. Smaller even.
Like halfling?
Yeah. Halfling's a good guess.
Like Cray?
Cray's a good guess too.
Or a what?
Cray's another way to look at it.
A cray. Oh, little crays. Maybe it's a camp of little crays.
I doubt it.
Xanavor would love that.
Are you kidding me? Mentioning one is enough.
So I tell Zanzikoth and maybe like we kind of halt a minute and I tell the rest of the group what's up ahead.
I mean, I have an idea if we want to get them closer. I can pull from the bag of tricks and send an animal that way.
Ooh, I like that idea. We
I
need to
forgot
know
about
what
that.
we're up against. So these friends or foes?
I like that idea. I second that idea, Zanzikoth.
I'm going to reach into the bag of tricks.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the dice for that.
All right, that is a D8, A 6. So I pull out, or not pull out, but I pull out something, I throw it, and it turns into a giant badger.
Badger.
Chicken. That's sorry. What do you name him?
I don't.
No.
Badger.
Horton.
More than likely, it's going to die. So,
Name could be Badgie.
and I'm
You good boy.
going to basically tell it to run ahead to the camp.
It looks at you and kind of nods and starts taking off across the snow. Just kind of bounding, because it's of course not really a snow badger.
Yeah.
It's not really used to the cold. But you know what?
I am gonna start walking closer, so maybe Kailani can get a better look.
Okay.
But I'm going to attempt to stealth.
Yeah, if you guys want to stealth, go for it.
Can I give him guidance on that?
You don't have to
Yes.
tell me
Like,
twice.
Jackie whispering, you know,
I
like,
guess we're going together, Cray. Okay.
That's lighter. Don't,
Damn, that was a low ass for +8 for me, and I rolled an 11. Damn.
Are we all stealthing here?
He just said if you want to stealth, go ahead and roll stealth. And as a rogue, I'm pretty much always stealthing.
So
just-
I got a
just rolled
7.
guidance, I'm sorry.
if someone tells me as a rogue you can stealth, I'm going to do it.
Cool. Yeah. You guys kind of blend in to the snow. Oh, Jesus, Cass. Cass trips, and the snow has become ice, and you just hear his armor go as he slides across it.
sliding.
No, wait, are you riding? Are you on the sled with the dog?
Me and the dog.
the dog turns, and Cass falls off the sled, and then just slides across the ice. You see 5 of these creatures all kind of peek their heads out from what you can imagine as the igloo, and see the badger running towards them, and they just hear a loud sound scraping across the ice. As they all...
But are we seen, or is it just the badger that's
It's the badger, currently, that is being
And the
seen,
noise.
and the noise that's coming from beyond.
How is this badger making this sound?
It's strange. Yeah, but you see all 5 of these smaller creatures suddenly pull out a javelin and a dagger and just food and run forward towards the badger.
We just sent this troop. We just sent them food.
But I think that's where I'm going to end it. We'll pick up on the encounter next week.
I was about to say, can I command it to start coming back?
Poor badger.
You can certainly try to next week. That was a good session, guys. By the way, everyone levels up. You are now level 3, which means that a lot of you are going to be able to pick your subclasses if you don't have them. So, I know, Castiel, we had talked a little bit. You can just confirm with me before next week. Cray, I know you were still looking. If you had any questions, go ahead and message me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Xanavor, you just have, I think, to pick spells.
I just gotta pick
You get
spells.
2nd level spell slots, I believe, this level.
Woohoo!
So that means that you can cast 2nd level spells.
Oh, that just
Do I get like feats or anything this time?
No.
Not level 3, no.
You don't. You get level 4, you do.
4. I thought it
At
was
level
3, that's what I was
4
asking.
4, you get ASI or feat. Arwen, I had already kind of talked to you about subclass, so we'll finish your sheet out in a little bit. Xanavor, I can talk to you tomorrow or whenever. I know that you have a couple ideas. And Kailani, if you have any questions as well, let me know. You also get 2nd level spells. So, remember that you prepare your spells, so you automatically have all the 2nd level spells, but you can prepare another one.
Me?
Kailani.
Me?
No.
Yes. As a cleric, you have all of the spells. you can just prepare certain numbers of spells a day.
I gotta go out and buy them, don't I?
So you can change your spells out every day.
And I shall.
Yep.
Let's roll for health.
So if you would like to roll for health, we can do that now. It'll just be a D20 roll. Or no, not a D20.
It's D depending
It's your
on what
hit
you do.
dice, add your con.
Yeah. Like mine's a D8 plus my con, which is a 2, so it'd be D8 plus 2.
So if you're rolling, you can roll now. That's max.
Nice. Can I cast guidance on my roll?
No, you cannot.
Damn it. All right.
Are we getting our level up, or are we waiting for a long rest and then the level up?
You would have technically gotten the level up after Cedric died.
Okay.
So you guys should have started, but I figured you guys weren't going to fight the Minotaur, or not the Minotaur, the Mammoth being ridden by a Frost Giant. So I'm
I
like,
could have talked to him.
you could have certainly tried.
No, I think smart move, everyone.
Where's the option for hit die?
Top right of your
that
sheet.
guy?
Mine was automatic when I leveled up.
So I'm not leveling up yet because I want to do a little more research.
No level up. I'm not sure where I'm taking my specialist. I'm still stuck between two Nas.
Last week, so I did my research.
I still don't see
Oh.
the spot for. I see
That's
hit
what-
points. I don't
that
see
is-
the spot.
that is-
for-
Oh, you can't
There should
roll
be-
it on D&D Beyond.
Oh, you gotta do
You
it
have to
on.
go to character
Okay, you gotta roll it.
editor.
Okay.
Go to build.
Yeah, edit your
I'll,
sheets.
I'll
Roll,
yeah.
you
but-
have to roll it through roll 20.
Castiel, that also means that you have
Yeah,
your wings
Austin
now.
just did it through roll 20.
You have your skeletal wings. Thus, kind of why the dream came to you. Dream visit from your angelic guide.
We're not streaming,
We are
right?
currently still streaming.
Oh, we are still
Yes,
streaming.
because we're talking
Sorry,
about
I'm
level
really
ups.
tired.
So, is anyone else
Gotcha.
rolling for hit dice?
I'm gonna message you real quick.
Go for it.
I mean, I was going to, but I don't have everything set up in roll 20.
You can just
so
roll it in
Yeah.
roll 20 as a hit die for your
I
character.
guess.
I get new spells
I guess.
depending on what I go.
So, Cray, I believe your hit die is.
Yeah, it wouldn't change anyways, so I don't. I'm tired. I'm
You
tired.
look tired.
Zach, do I just go to my build,
Mhm.
right? And then I just change the level from level 2 to level
Yes.
3 because all I get as a cleric is
Yep.
12.
That's all you have to do.
Okay, my sheet's
I'm
not
just
filled
gonna
out
take
at
the-
all. Okay.
You know, whatever.
I'm just gonna do it manually. So it's just hit die. So how do I know what my hit die
Your
is?
hit die as a rogue, I believe, is a D10. Well, look on roll 20. It should show your hit die.
It's a D8.
D8.
I didn't think it was. A
If you
D10.
click short
I thought it was
rest,
a D8. It's a
if you click short rest, it pops up your hit die.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
True, because you can roll hit die on short rest.
Yep. So you can just roll hit die on there and it'll roll.
That's what we do.
Do I already have proficiency with spec tools? I do. Okay.
So you get
So I
9.
get another proficiency.
So Craig gets 9 more hit
Right.
points. Zanscloth gets 10. Anyone else rolling?
I messaged you real quick, Zach.
On what?
Hey, Nas. Should I take Potter's tools?
If you want to. Yes, you do get that.
So I didn't take that at level 2. Should I have taken that at level 2?
Technically, you guys have Tasha's stuff.
Oh, okay. So should I go ahead and highlight
Yes.
what I should have taken at 7? Okay.
I have 24 hit points. I don't think it actually
Oh,
increased my hit points.
Yeah, bro.
It-
It
I
takes your
thought it was
average.
at 24.
So did you do you have override HP? Because if you have level up and you already have your HP overrided, it's not going to do anything.
I don't.
It
I don't think you would have already had 24 hit points as a cleric.
no. You've got 3. You're good.
That works.
It leveled up. It took average for you.
I'm at 25, so that's right.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then done.
Cool. Well, we'll do the rest over the week. We're gonna sign off, guys. Thanks for hanging around. We will be back. When is our next game? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. We'll be back with Princes of the Apocalypse at same time. Or no, Sunday's at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on Sunday, and then we'll be back Tuesday at 6:15. And then back here every week, Thursdays, 6:15, playing some Icewind Dale. Later, everyone. Good night.
Nice.
Bye.
Yeah.